All right, welcome back to the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. If you need a roof, make sure you call Ireland Contracting. Give us a call on the Borders to Borders hotline right now. Penguins in action. Pirates were the big topic the last few days. Obviously, there's a lot of bucko bashing going on from just about everyone. It doesn't seem like the Pirates, at least on this side, it seems like it's a rebuild. But if you talk to Neil Huntington, which we did on Monday, he said it's a retool, Gene. It doesn't look like a retool to me. It looks like they're just trying to save as much money as possible and trying to put out a team that can kind of compete. And, I don't even know what to say about the Pirates anymore, Gene. It just, who knows what's going on at 115 Federal, and who knows who's going to show up to a game this year.
I know. Well, I don't know what the tools are for other than to rebuild. It looks to me more like a throwing in of the towel. And 2018.
And I think a lot of fans think that. Actually, there's a petition going around. I've seen on Twitter. I know we've done a story on it yesterday. I think it has close to 40,000 people that signed it.
Last time I looked.
Yeah, that's more than that PNC Park holds.
It is. That's right.
And I don't even know what this can get up to, but I mean, it's not going to change anything, right? I mean, there's nothing that this petition can do to make Bob Nutting sell. He makes a lot of money. He's not going to sell, but maybe it makes people aware.
Yeah, it's just a way to embarrass the club, which really needs no help in that regard.
Is there anything, I watched the show on Monday when you were here with Pomp, and you brought up a good point about, taxpayers. Do they owe anything to the people, to the public that paid for this stadium?
That may sound like a romanticized view of the whole thing, but I've always considered these sports teams public trusts, and you have to be willing to make and at least try to make and try to keep your team competitive. Otherwise, you're violating the trust of the people who built the stadium for you. And don't forget the stadium was built on the whole premise that this makes the Pirates competitive. That's why I'd love to call the place the house untruth built. That was just not true.
All right, let's go out to the phone lines right now. We're going to go out to Greg out in Turtle Creek. How you doing, Greg? What's going on?
Good, good. I just want to ask you now, I know the Garrett Cole trade, they got a couple guys, this and that. But the McCutcheon, they got the fourth prospect from Houston. Now, does anybody know? Is he was he in double A? Was he in triple A? Is he good?
You mean for Garrett Cole, they got the 9th best prospect? Is that what you're talking about, Colin?
No,
Colin Moran.
For McCutcheon from San Francisco.
Yeah, you're talking about the outfielder, the 4th best prospect.
Did he play last year? Did he play in double A, triple A? Did he play at all?
Single A.
Yeah, he's a single A guy, Greg.
But they said he was like the fourth best prospect. Does he look like?
Look, you probably know as much about this guy as I do. Prospects are hard to figure out. I mean, we've seen the Pirates do this and say they have top prospects, but we haven't seen any of these guys up here. When they do come up here, like Tyler Glasnow, what have they really done? He was a 1, 2, or 3 top prospect. Reese McGuire was a top 4 prospect. What has he done? Josh Bell legitimately was the number 2 prospect for a while, and he's proven himself. Austin Meadows was a number 1 prospect at times. So was Jamison Tyone and Garrett Cole. They've actually done something.
Was Garrett Cole? Was he a number 1 draft pick, like a number 1 out of
number 1 overall? Number 1 overall, and
so he never really lived up to that. I don't think so. But
Hey, you know what? I would debate you on that. Thanks for calling. I mean, I think he definitely lived up to it, Gene. In 2015, the guy had 19 wins.
Won 19 games one year. Yeah, that's a lot of wins.
And look at the team that they put behind him the last couple years. He pitched 200 and some innings last year.
Well, the last 2 years, Garrett Cole was kind of up and down. I agree with that. And this past year, he allowed 31 homers, which is terrible. But a lot of times, that's why the whole idea of prospects just bores the heck out of me. I mean, you can talk about these guys, you can rank them any way you want to. Nothing matters until they come to the major leagues, and then you see what you've got. Garrett Cole was a good to very good pitcher. You're right, he did not perform like the number 1 player taken in the draft, but the draft itself is a complete crapshoot, especially in baseball.
Here's where the turning point, I think, was for Garrett Cole. Remember 2 years ago when they didn't offer him a raise of like $50,000 or $25,000, and it seemed like he just checked out from there. And
he had a bad year the next year.
Yeah, and today, I mean, you hear he makes he takes a subtle shot at the Pirates, saying, "Hey,
subtle.
No, it wasn't too subtle." He says, "At least we're going to get resources here to be a winning club." Essentially, is what he said.
What's he been there, a week? It's nice to be in a place where they're going to commit. How does he know after a week?
Yeah, put on the jersey and said it's nice to be in a place
where they
commit to winning.
He does have the evidence that they're the world champions. So.
Yeah. All right, let's go out to the phone lines, and we're going to go out to Bucko Bob out in Beachview. How you doing, Bob?
Yeah, I agree with Gene's comments on the Buccos, but my comment is on the Steeler game. That Bortles guy looked really relaxed coming back into the huddle during the second half of this week's game, as composed to the previous week. And it was no wonder why. It was dime after dime, gain after gain. I'm assuming his coach was calling the plays. And if his coach could find all the weaknesses in our defense, why couldn't our defensive coaches, reinforce our defense?
Bob, I'm still scratching my head over that one. I mean, Blake Bortles had a clean jersey when he walked off that field.
They didn't get any pressure on him, and I asked Mike Tomlin after the game if he thought his players looked confused, especially on the first few possessions. He said it wasn't a matter of confusion, it was a matter of execution. And to me, that puts the responsibility squarely on the players. They just flat out did not play well, made mental mistakes, made physical mistakes. That was the position of the coaching staff. Now, the players may have had the opposite, but the players seemed to take full responsibility for playing poorly, and they really did.
Yeah, this happens time and time again with the Steelers with, quote, inferior opponents. I mean, they lose focus. Vince Williams told me after the game when I was talking to him about, hey, we played our worst defensive game all year. How do you play your worst defensive game, the 18th game, the 17th game of the season,
right,
and you're playing your worst defensive game? I mean, that means that infers to me that it's a lack of focus.
Well, whatever it was, the one thing that is being overstated is, that Jacksonville was inferior to the Steelers. There's no evidence to that at all. The Steelers were a 2 seed. The Jaguars were a 3 seed. They had beaten the Steelers in the same stadium by 21 points earlier. I'm not buying that the Steelers are necessarily better than the Jaguars.
Yeah, definitely not now. I mean, Jaguars definitely went further, so they're not inferior now. Let's go out to who we're going to go out to? Well, let's go out to Tony out in Brookline. How you doing, Tony?
Yeah, Rich, Gene, I got a comment. That was the worst defensive game plan I remember seeing in a long time. No blitzing, no pressure. Why is Keith Butler still on this coaching staff? He should have been fired.
Well, I think he has 2 years left on his contract, Gene, or something like that. I don't know. They said it's not. I mean, Cam Hayward said on Monday it's not the scheme. It was just lack of execution. So if they believe in his scheme, then they believe in the coach.
Well, Cam Hayward and Stephon Tuitt and Javon Hargrave and L.T. Walton, they got blown off the ball. That's not coaching. I mean, they know what to do when the ball is snapped. They didn't do it.
Yeah, they did not get to both the lines on in front of Jacksonville won offense and defense. So yeah, it was a bad performance for the Steelers. It was something that I did not expect. I feel like an idiot out here guaranteeing that they were going to win because I actually bought into it. I thought the Steelers were going to roll over this team after seeing what Jacksonville did the previous few weeks. I mean, they lost to San Francisco. They didn't. I mean, Buffalo almost could have won that game. So Jacksonville did not impress me at all. I don't see them getting by New England, but what do I know? I haven't predicted anything right so far. All right, we got to take a break. Back to read some tweets and take more phone calls coming up next. Stay right there.